Welcome back, gang. This is part 3 of selling my mostly sealed Pokemon card collection to buy a house. It's obvious, there's no secret that Pokemon has slowed down quite a bit this summer. There's plenty of good deals going on right now, lots of underpriced items, which means I'm not trying to sell a lot of my collection because it's down right now. It's a buyer's market. You can get a lot of things at a really good discount, and that basically means I'm not willing to take that big of a hit, that big of a loss, not a loss, but that big of a percentage to sell stuff. It just doesn't make sense, especially when I own my own store. I'm just not gonna do that. I'd rather hold on to it, wait for the incoming boom that is coming. Really, let's just get into the numbers. Again, very, very lackluster month. We only sold $635 of the collection in the month of July. Nothing super crazy sold either. We sold one Legendary Warriors Premium Collection, that was $185. Those very large boxes, those that don't know what the Legendary Warriors is, it's the same box as Blooming Waters, but it has Sword and Shield booster packs in it, really. I think it's 12, and it's a mix of Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, Astral, and Fusion, I believe. And so even $185, I feel like that was really cheap, but I guess this is what the market decides that price for that is. I guess those packs just aren't that desirable yet. I don't know, but sold that for $185. Happy to get rid of those big boxes. They just take up way too much space. And even going forward, unless I can get them at a really good price, I probably won't get any more of them. Again, even if I wanted to put them on the website, they're too much of a bitch to ship. They're really just a move locally type of product. Next, as we've mentioned in previous videos, I do dabble in sports a little bit. So the last World Cup 2022, I bought some Prism Blasters. I finally sold those. They were on eBay forever. I sold the 3 of them for I think like $125 via Zelle. And so finally they got gone. I don't really touch sports a whole lot unless it's like goats. That's really the only reason to touch sports in my opinion, or vintage goats. That's really it. Wax, sealed stuff is just way too expensive to touch unless you already have it, or you can find a really good deal on it. But other than that, yeah, I'm basically selling all of that stuff. Just get rid of it. Don't want to touch it. Don't want to deal with it. I'd rather deal with TCGs. As everybody says, Charizard can't tear his ACL. Charizard can't get a DUI. Easiest way to put it. I also sold 2 NBA Prism Monopoly Blasters. This is from Wemby's rookie year. They actually sold on eBay to a repeat customer, and I believe I got an offer for like $45 a piece. After fees and shipping, I netted somewhere around $75. Not my favorite to sell on eBay, but you know, something like that. I've had it listed locally for probably 2 years now, and I've never really sold a whole lot of them, so I was like, screw it, eBay. And finally I sold some. I'll take that money, put that into the For a House bank account. Finally, I sold a Paldean Fates Great Tusk box for $250. I believe I have like 2 more of these, and I think the shop has like 1 more or something like that. So again, just trying to get rid of those big ass boxes because they're annoying to store. They're annoying to just deal with all the way around. As I've said before, we will disclose the collector starting and end price once the house is purchased, or I declare that I'm not willing to sell anymore, really. So far, the price really hasn't gone down any. I've sold a good chunk of multiple thousands if you've watched these videos, but it hasn't gone down any simply because I am adding the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs each set. I try to buy 2. If I can get more than 2, I will get more than 2, but I just add those to the collector. That's really the only thing I'm buying for my collection right now. Everything else is just straight up store inventory. Yeah, I mean, does that show you how much we're booming that I can sell multiple thousands of dollars and only add 2 boxes every set? And it's pretty much the same. And even during this crash, my collector hasn't really dropped any during this crash. If it did drop a little bit, it really isn't much. It's not even really noticeable. But maybe I'll include that over here somewhere so everybody can look that I'm not capping. I'm not a capper. Also, my collector portfolio, if you want to call it a portfolio, was featured on PokeOz's YouTube channel. If you're not subbed to him, go sub to him. I think he has like 36,000 subs. Watch the video. I will put a link in the description below. And drop the hashtag Max, M-A-K-S, on his video and my video. So A, I know you made it this far, and B, me and him both know you're coming from my video. That would be sweet to see. Like, just rate his video, that'd be awesome. He did a pretty good video, touched upon a couple things, said it was a pretty good portfolio, but just give it a watch. There's a portfolio smaller than mine, and there's a portfolio probably way bigger than mine. I don't think I'm that big of a fish, but whatever. Anyway, back to the house. What this video is actually about. I started the process of getting hits on the MLS, however you want to say that, and set up with a realtor. I also got my pre-approval letter done. So now it's just finding something I actually want. I'm picky, newsflash, and just keep building my down payment, keep slowly churning some of these Pokemon cards out of my collection and into cash. So when I do find a house I like, I can just pull the trigger, no worries or anything like that. And then, then I don't have to sell as much. That's pretty much all that happened. A pretty short video this time. I'm surprised it even lasted this long. Like I said, eventually some of these may just become shorts if they're just not a whole lot sold, not a whole lot to talk about. But if you'd like to support my journey, smash that subscribe button. I do Pokemon and Pokemon business YouTube content besides this series. The series is like a once a month type of deal. You can also join the Discord or shop my website, maxpacks.com. There's also links in the description for both of those. I'll see y'all soon. Remember, #Max.